I made a video some while back, the title of which was Scientists Find Formula for the Perfect Wife. I'll leave a link to it in the description box, and I'll leave a link to this article that I'm about to read to you in the description box as well, because I thought in the name of equality I'd do something about the perfect man. But the one about the formula for the perfect wife, as I recall, was conducted by these supposed scientists, and they concluded that she should have a degree, but he shouldn't, and that she should have an IQ at least 27% higher than his. Now, given that the average woman has an IQ of 100, that would mean that if she was going to be the perfect wife, the perfect man for her would have an IQ of around 73. And that, of course, is remedial, retard, village idiot, call it whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, this particular article is from about 5 years ago. It's from the Mail Online, from the female supplement, and I should stress it's not a survey conducted by the Mail Online. I'll tell you who did the survey in a moment. But the title is Women's Idea of the Perfect Man. A 6 foot, £48,000 a year, beer drinking meat eater with an Audi. God help us. And it's by Deborah Arthurs. Right, so let's see who did the survey. The findings surfaced in a poll of 2,000 women carried out by clothing brand Austin Reed. I don't know who the hell they are, but I would love to see the questions that these women were asked because, well, just have a listen. The author begins, many men would suggest that women are a difficult to please bunch. Now I would suggest that they are impossible, and I don't give a shit what pleases them anymore, so I'm so sick and tired of them changing their mind about absolutely everything. But that's just me, that's just MGTOW. But in actual fact, she says, it transpires there's an easy way for men to make themselves irresistible to women. I should £48,000 a year, and this is 5 years ago. What do they expect these days? 60,000 a year? And I don't think earning £60,000 a year is a particularly easy thing to do. That's just my opinion. And as for driving an Audi, no, I don't. But my last car was a Mercedes, and if I get one again, I'm going to get Mercedes again. So obviously I'm completely out of the loop. Mercedes, fucked up. Beautiful cars, but fucked up. You need an Audi, guys. Anyway, she carries on regarding men. They just need to be able to tick every box on a checklist of demands women have said contribute to the perfect man. Take note of the word demands. According to the list, the perfect man eats meat, drives an Audi, and phones his mother twice a week. Not 3 times, not 4 times, twice a week. She's not saying that, I'm just saying that. He also drinks lager or beer, not wine or spirits. So no wine, guys. And earns a comfortable £48,000 a year. Well, I'm enjoying a bottle of wine right now. When I do things like this, sometimes I have to have a slug of wine. The ideal male will be 6 foot tall. I'm 6'2.5". Have short dark hair, yes, and smart dress sense, not a chance. Similar to that of US X Factor host Steve Jones. Never heard of him. Vegetarians were revealed to be a turn-off, while being clean-shaven and in possession of a smooth, hair-free chest was said to be a bonus. God, Jesus Christ. A spokesman said, it would seem that women have high expectations when it comes to the perfect man. Now, they have crazy expectations, and they probably, if you surveyed them again the day after this, they'd say completely different things anyway. Women are such a fucked up mess. How a man is presented is obviously going to be a huge part of that. Okay, fair enough. Whilst women don't want a man to be too preened, they would like him to be stylish and up to date with current trends. That seems contradictory. It is the same old thing, you can't win. It's also nice to see that women favour a smart appearance as opposed to sportswear. I'll assume sportswear's out. The study also found the ideal man should have a degree and hold down a decent job. Well, the other survey said no degree. This one says degree. Women, fucked up. 70% of girls said they would prefer to date a man who earned more than them. So that's, at least they're honest about their hypergamy here. So that's more than 2/3 of women want a man who earns more than them. And I've been through this before. And Audi. Now, Audi, correct me if I'm wrong, someone, but Didn't they do an advert for the Super Bowl, which was blabbering on about equal pay for women? Well, where are they going to get the fucking man who earns more than them? Well, I've pointed this out before. The more money a woman gets in the workplace, she's looking sideways for her gene pool, and she's looking up. And the more money women earn, the more fucked they become, because their available gene pool that they're actually interested in becomes fewer and fewer and fewer. And unless I'm much mistaken, Audi were taken to task on that advert because it transpired that they pay their male employees more than their females. And they're not breaking the law, it's just the way it is. And I looked into their board of directors at the time, and almost all of them are men. Anyway, that's Saudi done with. The poll also revealed girls don't like their other half to be too deep. Well, it says here up above, I should have mentioned this, they want a suitor having at least a master's degree or a PhD. But they don't want him to be deep. So, I'll try and work this out yourself, guys, because I can't. So they want a shallow guy with a deep degree, with 43% preferring their chat to joke around and have a laugh rather than enjoying in-depth conversations. Shallow. And this whole thing has entitlement and hypergamy all over it. No wonder men are so turned off these days. 80% of girls want a man who is sensitive, and that usually means sensitive to them. 64% only want him to say I love you when he really means it. I don't even know what the fuck that means. 39% of women want a man to love shopping, but a third said they would like a man to leave the shopping side of things to her. Yeah, he earns most of the money and she spends it. Interestingly, women would rather her ideal man enjoy watching sports at the pub than watch soap operas and reality TV shows with them. I'd rather personally take a long hot soak in a bath full of raw sewage than watch fucking soap operas and reality TV shows. Why do women watch these soap operas? So they can poke their fucking noses into the business of people who don't even exist. When they're not gossiping about real people, they're fucking around in soap operas for the same reason. Reality TV shows. Fuck that. Surprisingly, 2/3 of women would rather Mr. Perfect admitted it when he is eyeing up other girls rather than trying to cover it up. If I ended up with one of these fucking women who took part in this survey, I would rather eye up Medusa the Gorgon and be turned to fucking stone. Jesus Christ. Other must-haves were that the ideal man should hold a driving license, must be able to swim, and be able to ride a bike, or whatever, okay. And girls like a handyman. The poll found that he should be able to change a car tyre. No, I've never done that. If you belong to a motoring organisation, that's their fucking job. Be able to knock down a door in an emergency, presumably knock it down to get the fuck away from these crazy bitches, and competently rewire a plug. Fuck. But it's not all about being a macho man. Mr. Right also has to phone his mother regularly and cry during films. Well, you can't have both. Macho men don't cry during shitty, stupid fucking rom-coms. Okay, but it's the same thing. They just want fucking everything all their own bloody way. A spokesman for Austin Reed added, women certainly know what they want when it comes to that dream man. Oh, like any man should really give a shit. Only a simp or a mangina would give a shit about pleasing women these days. Fuck them. Some of the criteria in the list, he continues, is pretty superficial. Yeah, damn fucking right. That's the word, superficial. Yeah, shallow, superficial, demanding, hypergamous. It's got this thing has entitlement all over it. And he says it doesn't really matter if every man doesn't tick all the boxes. Oh, how fucking nice of women. But on face value, he finishes, you have to be attracted to a man, and how a man presents himself is going to be one of the first things you noticed and key to the level of attraction. I'll finish off by just giving you the top comments on regarding this article. This is from Gaz of Livingston. They've forgotten to include being able to fly and walk on water. Thank you very much if you've got this far. Fucking women. Christ.